Irashaimase. Hello and welcome to Fataris' Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Fataris. It's time once again for Shoot 'em Up Saturday, and on the menu this week, we're looking back at the last year and giving you my top 10 recommended shoot 'em ups of 2024. What kind of taste will they have? Let's get cooking and find out. 2024 was another great year for shoot 'em ups. Over the course of the year, we saw a lot of excellent re-releases for classic titles. New titles came out that spanned all sorts of types of shoot 'em ups. In addition to that, we also had a few disappointments, but for the most part, I feel it was an excellent year. This list is full of titles I personally enjoyed and I think would be worth your time to check out. So, without further ado, let's get things started off with Ferris, Mecha Theon. Originally releasing in late 2023, Ferris Mecha Theon is a title I wouldn't get around to reviewing until its console releases in the middle of 2024. This shoot 'em up is as metal as they come, but in addition to that, it has a great long narrative-driven story full of awesome boss fights, weapons to discover and upgrade, and a great low poly graphic style that really complements that metal feel. I loved the combat in this game and enjoyed my time with it the whole way through. Next we have Angel at Dusk. This grotesque bullet hell ended up being one of my biggest surprises of 2024. I went into this title looking for something to play for Halloween, but what I went and found was this great bullet hell that has an awesome arcade experience full of unique mechanics. In addition to that, there's this Chronicle mode which really elevates this title. Basically, it's this branching path mode that has all these upgrades you can unlock and constant weapon drops from the enemies so you can improve yourself as you progress further and further up these more difficult stages. As long as you don't mind the grotesque art of the game, Angel at Dusk is one of the most rewarding shoot 'em up experiences I had this year. Next we have Zealand Force, an excellent 8-bit styled retro shoot 'em up. If you like classics like Allstars, Star Soldier, and Gunnak, this one is definitely worth playing. When I went back to play it for this list, I had so much fun I played through an entire run of the game. It's just that good. Now for something a little different, we have Minishoot Adventures. This is a charming twin-stick action-adventure RPG. Basically, think Geometry Wars meets Legend of Zelda. Throughout the course of this game, you're defeating enemies to level up, exploring the map and dungeons to find power-ups to make yourself stronger, to ultimately defeat these bosses that will lead you to this final dungeon. Overall, it was a great experience to play through this game, and for this type of title, it's not too short, but it also doesn't overstay its welcome. If you're looking for a shoot 'em up with a little more substance, give Minishoot Adventures a try. (2024) also saw the re-release of Rainbow Cotton, the Dreamcast classic given new life. This is an excellent remaster of the classic rail shooter. Throughout the course of the game, it has all these quality of life improvements. They added a co-op mode, and most importantly, it makes this title that was exclusive to the Dreamcast previously available to a much wider audience. If you're a fan of the Cotton franchise or rail shooters in general, I definitely recommend giving Rainbow Cotton a try. Another title that wowed me this year was Devil Blade Reboot. This title is a spectacle of a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up. The gameplay is solid and it has great scoring throughout. The pixel art presentation for this title is second to none. For me, this was a thrilling ride from the start of the game all the way to the end. Next we have Redneck Allstars Swing By Edition. The latest from developer Outside, this is an awesome bullet hell boss rush. It's a ton of fun and it includes so many bosses. You have such great variety to all those Danmaku bullet hell bullet curtain pattern. Not only is this title great for veteran bullet hell players, but it's also one that's great for beginners. So if you're a fan of Outside's other titles like Cosmo Dreamer or Like Dreamer, or you're interested in trying a bullet hell, Redneck Allstars Swing By Edition is definitely one to play. And now for another unique title we have UFO 50. Although not strictly a shoot 'em up, UFO 50 is an incredible collection of 50 retro-inspired titles, many of which are shoot 'em ups. This is a title that I just simply can't recommend enough. So if you're into retro titles, then this one has a whole bunch of basically bite-sized retro experiences, which are all excellent, although some of them are a bit more than bite-sized. And it has several great shoot 'em ups, like the difficult Caramel, the fun Push Your Luck Overbold, the fun top-down cute 'em up Elphazar's Hat, and the super chill Seaside Drive. Whether you're picking up for the shoot 'em ups or any other titles in the collection, UFO 50 is definitely one I feel belongs in any retro gamer's collection. Next we have Crystal Breaker, a retro-inspired score attack from developer Tethering Games. This one has simple mechanics that encourage close-range attacks. The scoring system is very rewarding, giving you crystals and bonuses and points all over the place. It's a lot of fun to sit down, play through the stage, and try and beat your own scores as well as the scores on the online leaderboard. It's not the only title of Tethering Games that came out this year. Missile Dancer 2 was also a lot of fun and definitely worth checking out, but between the two, Crystal Breaker was ultimately the one I felt was the better title. And last we have Pachi Sadaiyojo, the surprise Nintendo Switch re-release of the last Cave arcade shoot 'em up. Though not a perfect release, given that the Xbox 360 Marketplace closed down earlier this year, I think it's great this title released on the Nintendo Switch and made it available to a much wider audience than before. If you're a fan of bullet hells or cave shoot 'em ups, this is definitely one I encourage you to pick up and play. Although I started out kind of lukewarm on the title, I ended up growing to love it very quickly. And there you have it, Fataris' top recommended shoot 'em ups of 2024. Certainly, I didn't have the opportunity to play all the shoot 'em ups of 2024, so if you have some recommendations of some gems I might have missed, leave those in the comments below. I'd love to give them a try. And to close things out, I do have a couple quick honorable mentions before we leave you. Titles like Missile Dancer 2, Iron Meat, Contra Operation Galaga, Mirage Feathers, and Dexta Z almost made my list, but where I was keeping it to 10 titles, I still wanted to mention these ones at the end. And with that, we find ourselves at the end of this week's episode of Shoot 'em Up Saturday. As always, I want to thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful week and also a wonderful 2025, and we look forward to seeing you again next time.